older guy traits that women find extremely attractive. Hey everyone, welcome back to Keep Calm Margot, the place where real talk meets dating strategy and confidence meets clarity. Today we're diving into something a lot of women notice but rarely spell out directly. The subtle, powerful traits older men often have that women find incredibly attractive. So whether you're a younger guy looking to level up or an older guy wondering what's working in your favor, this one's for you. Experience, the ultimate edge. Let's start with something simple but strong. Experience. Now, experience doesn't automatically make someone attractive, but it does shape how someone shows up in relationships. Older men tend to have experience in a variety of areas: dating, communication, work, life. And guess what comes with that? Confidence, emotional intelligence, self-awareness, all green flags for women. Women are typically more drawn to men who get it, who can read the room, understand the boundaries, and know how to handle emotional situations with a calm demeanor. Experience helps men move away from ego-driven reactions and into presence and clarity. And no, this doesn't mean that if you are younger, you're out of luck. What it does mean is that women often appreciate men who have learned from their past and show that through their actions, not just their words. So, whether you've been through a few serious relationships or just take the time to self-reflect and grow, it shows. And it speaks louder than a six-pack ever will. Future planning and stability. There is something incredibly attractive about a man who knows where he's going. We're talking goals, vision, direction. A guy who's not just winging life, but building something. A men tend to have this down because they've moved past the figure it out stage, or at least started thinking about the long game. And for women who are looking for a partnership, not just another situationship, this is huge. This is not about being rich, it's about being intentional. Women want to feel like the man they are with is capable of building something secure, something real. Stability is more than a paycheck, it's how you carry yourself. Do you follow through? Do you have discipline? Do you think 5 steps ahead, not just about what's fun on Friday night? These are all signals that tell a woman this man could be a real partner. Unreactivity. The power of emotional control. Here's where older men often shine: emotional regulation. There is a big difference between a man who reacts impulsively to every minor trigger and one who pauses, thinks, and responds with intention. That's called non-reactivity, and it's incredibly attractive. Why? Because it signals emotional maturity. Women feel safer around men who can handle conflict without turning into a tornado. They feel more respected, more heard, and less like they're walking on eggshells. Non-reactivity doesn't mean you are emotionless. It means you are composed. You think before speaking. You know how to express feelings without letting them explode everywhere. You've probably learned, maybe the hard way, that your reactions shape the outcome of any disagreement. That's wisdom, and it's sexy. Gentlemanly gestures. Class is not dead. Gentlemanly energy, always in style. Opening doors, offering your jacket, walking on the outside of the sidewalk. It's not old-fashioned, it's timeless. These small, thoughtful gestures say a lot without needing to brag. They say, I pay attention, I respect you, I care. A lot of younger guys dismiss these gestures or fear being labeled a simp. But here's the truth. A woman who appreciates a kind, respectful man will never shame you for being one. Older men tend to get this. They know that kindness isn't weakness, it's confidence with compassion. So whether it's helping her carry something heavy, making sure she is safe when walking late, or simply pulling out her chair, chivalry still hits. Health awareness. Taking care of yourself is hot. This might surprise you, but women do notice how you take care of yourself, not just physically, but holistically. Older men often know health is wealth. They don't skip their vitamins, they go to their checkups, they are mindful of what they eat and how they manage stress. That's attractive. Because when a man takes care of himself, he's indirectly saying, I value my life. And if he values his life, chances are he'll value yours too. It's not about having a six-pack, it's about showing up well, rested, energized, and grounded. That creates a vibe women want to be around. And yes, we notice when you take your vitamins and drink water without us having to remind you. Authenticity, knowing who you are. Confidence without authenticity is just ego. But when you pair confidence with authenticity, that's magnetic. As men get older, they learn to become more grounded in who they are. They've tried things, failed, grown, learned. They are not chasing trends, they are standing in truth. And that's incredibly sexy. Women want to know who they are dealing with. They want someone who's real, not someone putting on a performance to impress. Older men often say what they mean and mean what they say. They don't over-explain, they don't over-apologize, and they don't pretend to be someone they're not. That level of self-acceptance creates emotional safety. And again, safety is attractive. Intentional communication. Older men tend to be better communicators, and it's not by accident. They've had enough misunderstandings, breakups, and regrets to know that good communication isn't optional, it's essential. They don't ghost, they don't breadcrumb. They tell you where they stand. They are not afraid of real talk because they understand that honesty saves time. Intentional communication isn't about being perfect with your words. It's about being clear, kind, and consistent. Women love that because clarity is sexy and miscommunication, that's exhausting. Emotional maturity, handling the tough stuff. Here's a big one: emotional maturity. Older men have often learned how to manage disappointment, conflict, and stress without spiraling or blaming everyone else. They know how to sit with discomfort. They know that vulnerability isn't weakness. They don't need to win every argument. They'd rather find resolution. And women feel that because emotional maturity creates a sense of stability and peace. And relationships built on peace last longer than those built on chaos. Purpose-driven living. Older men often have more clarity about what matters to them, whether it's career, family, service, or growth. That purpose gives their life structure, and structure is magnetic. There is nothing more attractive than a man who wakes up with something to build, something to contribute to, and something to move toward. It gives the relationship a sense of momentum. It makes her feel like she's joining a life in progress, not babysitting someone who's still figuring out how to be an adult. If you are not there yet, that's okay, but start asking yourself, what kind of life am I creating? The more aligned you are with your purpose, the more aligned your relationships will be too. Balanced masculinity, strength plus softness. Finally, let's talk balance. The most attractive older men aren't the toughest guys in the room. They are the ones who've integrated both strengths and softness. They are protectors and nurturers. They lead, but they also listen. They are confident, but they don't need to prove anything. That's the kind of masculinity that feels secure, not performative. And for a woman looking for depth, no drama, that's irresistible. So to wrap this up, being older doesn't automatically make you more attractive, but experience, maturity, and intentional growth, that's definitely does. Whether you are in your 20s working on these traits or in your 40s living them out, this kind of energy changes how women experience you. It's not about perfection. It's about self-awareness. It's not about being a provider, it's about being present. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me in the comments which of these traits do you find most attractive, or which ones are you working on right now. And if there is a topic you want me to dive into next, drop below. See you next time. Stay calm, stay conscious, and keep evolving. Bye!